Hi, my dear students. I would like to discuss today the topics rest, motion, why rest and motion are relative to each other. So already on this chapter kinematics, I uploaded one video, right? On that video, I discuss what is meant by kinematics and how many motions for a body is possible. This all we discuss in that video. Please go through that video. So because these videos are sequence videos, whether you saw that video then only you understood this second video. Please go to that first video. In this second video, I need to tell about these 3 points: rest, motion, why rest and motion are relative to each other. These 3 topics I need to discuss. So now, what is meant by rest? What is meant by motion? Why rest and motion both are relative to each other? We need to discuss now. Right. Rest. If a body does not changes its position, its position with respect to time, and observer, is called rest. Have you understood my here? Let us consider one body. For example, I consider this marker. I place this marker on my hand. So now the time is here 7 o'clock. Morning 7 o'clock. If morning 7 o'clock a body, this marker is on my hand. 8 o'clock, this marker is in this position only. 9 o'clock, this position only. 10 o'clock, this position only. What is the meaning for this one? Body does not change its position. With respect to time. Time is changes, but here time is changes, but body position is here only. That means body position does not changes with respect to time. For 8 o'clock here only, for 9 o'clock this is the position, for 10 o'clock this is the position. That is called here rest here. Body does not change its position with respect to time and observer. What is observer here? Observer means those who are observe that body, that person is called here observer. That means with respect to observer, with respect to time, position of the body does not change, is called rest. Example, book lies on table. Here book is at rest on the table. Next, motion. Simple thing here. Body changes its position. If you remove this, does not. This is a definition for this motion. Because if a body changes its position with respect to time and observer, is called motion. It is called motion. For example, car is traveling on a road. Car is traveling on the road. Here, a body changes its position with respect to time and observer. For example, I consider example here, car is traveling on the road. Let us consider a car. Car is traveling on the road. So now time is 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. So position of the car is one place. After 8 a.m. it is going to be displaces. After 9 a.m. it is somewhere it is position. 10 a.m. somewhere it is position. That means position of the car will be changes with respect to time. Position of the car is changes with respect to time and observer. That is called motion here. Simple thing. Body position does not changes, rest. Body position changes with respect to time and observer. That is called motion. So now third one is how the rest and motion both are relative to each other. So how this rest and motion both are relative to each other, we need to discuss. So what is that? Now we need to discuss why rest and motion relative to each other. Relative to each other. Why rest and motion relative to each other. So here, before going to discuss this, I'll consider one example, basic example. So now I consider two persons. So these two persons are passengers. Passenger A, passenger B. Two passengers I consider. So passenger A, passenger B. Two passengers I consider. The first passenger stands on a platform. The passenger A stands on the platform. Passenger A stands on platform, railway platform, and he observes a tree, Next, passenger B travels in a train, and he observes a tree. So here I consider here two passengers A and passenger B. Passenger A stands on platform, railway platform. He observes the tree. So for the first case, for the passenger A, so he stands on platform, he observes a tree, means the tree is visible as rest. According to passenger B, the passenger B travels in a train. He observes the tree. According to passenger B point of view, tree is in motion. According to passenger B point of view, tree is in motion. According to passenger B point of view, tree is in motion. So according to passenger A point of view, tree is at rest. So according to passenger A point of view, tree is at rest. According to passenger B point of view, tree is in motion. That means here two observers' point of view is correct. So no one is wrong here. Both observers are correct. Point of view is correct. So, but here the change is one passenger A point of view, frame of reference is here. Frame of reference means at which position he stands. But for example, here frame of reference is platform. Here frame of reference is train. In case of first passenger, frame of reference is platform. He stands on platform. Here frame of reference is rest. That's why tree is visible as rest. In case of passenger B, Frame of reference is train here. Train is in motion. Frame of reference is in motion means tree is visible as in motion. That means here rest and motion are both are related to each other, because both persons we consider in first case frame of reference is rest. According to passenger A point of view, frame of reference is rest. Right. For the first case, according to passenger A, frame of reference is rest. Frame of reference is rest. For the second case, for the passenger B, frame of reference is in motion. So for the passenger A here, frame of reference is rest. That's why for the passenger A point of view, tree is at rest. For the passenger B, frame of reference is in motion because train is frame of reference here. For the second case, what is frame of reference, ma? Train is frame of reference. For the first case, what is frame of reference? Platform is frame of reference. That means in the second case, train is in motion. Frame of reference is in motion. That's why for the passenger B point of view, train is in motion. Here both observers point of view is correct, but observations are different here. Observer A is correct here. Observer B point of view is correct. But what is here? Both are having different observations. That's why both rest and motion are related to each other. So therefore, rest and motion are related to each other. Rest and motion are related to each other. And also it depends upon frame of reference. And also it depends upon frame of reference. It depends upon frame of reference. So this is about rest and motion. Body changes its position with respect to time and observer is called motion. Body does not change its position with respect to time and observer is called rest. Why both rest and motion are related to each other? Because I consider here the simple example based upon this. So rest and motion both are relative, and these must depends upon frame of reference. And I need to tell this frame of reference also. Two types of frame of reference are there. Inertial frame of reference. And another frame of reference is non-inertial frame of reference. These two are I discuss later clearly, because in the chapter number 4, laws of motion, in this chapter I will discuss clearly this, what is meant by inertial frame of reference and non-inertial frame of reference. I will discuss later on the chapter laws of motion. And here Newton's law is valid for inertial frame of reference. Newton's second law, Newton's first law, these are all are valid for inertial frame of reference only. It is not valid for non-inertial frame of reference. So I hope from this video you are all understood this concept rest and motion, and why these are related to each other, and here what is the role of frame of reference and the types of frame of reference. Okay, thank you.